So if I label what was given to me, so I was told here that AB is parallel to CD, so I'll label that. I was also told that angle C is equal to the measure of angle D, so I'll label those. Right? So my next step is to either interpret the given information, which there's no words provided there. The symbols for parallel tell me some things, but there's a lot of different combinations of angle pairings that you could use from that. So I'm going to kind of hold off on the interpretation of the givens, and I'm going to go to my end state. I'm going to look to introduce my end state elements. And neither angle 1 nor angle 2 is introduced into my proof yet. So let's try to introduce measure of angle 1. So if I look at angle 1 right here and I try to figure out what is angle 1 equal to based on the information provided, well, since these lines are parallel to each other, angle 1 and angle C are what kind of angles? They're corresponding angles of parallel lines, therefore they are equal. So by CA, I have those two measures are equal. That allowed me to introduce my end state element, angle 1. So let's say I want to introduce my end state element, angle 2. So now if I look at angle 2 here, okay, how can I introduce that? Well, angle 2, again, based on the fact that these are parallel lines, is going to be equal to angle D. What kind of angles are those? Those are alternate interior angles of parallel lines, therefore they are equal to each other. Okay, and so you can now, you've introduced both of your end state elements, you can now start to work to make them equivalent to each other. So if I know angle 1, in order for angle 1 and angle 2 to be equal, I need to be able to replace. Well, if angle 1 is equal to angle D, then I can use transitive property here. But angle 1's not. It's equal to C. But if I look at this relationship and compare it up here, I have angle 1 and angle D. Those are two things that are set equal to the exact same thing. So that allows me to make the statement that angle 1 is equal to angle D. And the justification is transitive. Okay, so transitive property, or substitution, allows me to say that angles 1 and D therefore are equal. And now using the statement that was just created here, along with this one, we have two things, angle 2 and angle 1, that are equal to the exact same thing. So once again, you can say that those are equal to each other. It also is transitive property or substitution, but because it relies on the statement that we created in step 4, you have to have two different steps for this. And you can't just go straight from steps or statements 2 and 3 and conclude with 5. You'd need this intermediate step where you establish that 1 and D are in fact equal to each other as well.